Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Warhawks will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, just causing wreckage in the secondary. Oh, they knock it free. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39.
Here we go. Black 24.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying play action. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He'll toss it. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Second down coming up.
Let's go.
He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Across the 25, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Red Wolves will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Headed to the end zone, and he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the UL Monroe Warhawks offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Quickly complete. Tackled after picking up the first down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Touchdown, Warhawks! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these...
Open runway ahead. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Second down pass towards the back is incomplete.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Grab behind the line. It's Donald. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. And the Red Wolves moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
The Red Wolves trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Flex. 29 Philly. 2-0.
Slams it ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Red Wolves. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to scramble. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Cricket.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to fire deep. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Duke came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Blue Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The give to the tailback. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And it's not a decision time. You're going for this. You're near midfield. Sometimes those punts will go in the back of the end zone. You're going to net like 25, 30 yards at the most. No. Get the big boy pads on. Strap the extra mouthpiece. Let's go get the 1st down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Cobb. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there.
Okay, ready?
On 1st down, here comes this offense.
42 Spider. Ready?
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, And listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The pitch. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
And you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound in defense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bob.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
From the gun, give on the inside. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. And the Warhawks get the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And he makes the catch inside the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Here we go. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. 3rd and goal from way back there. He's looking downfield to throw. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Never a doubt. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Takes the handoff. It's Donald. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They're trying to find some room off right tackle. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
The Red Wolves will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. From the gun, running back on the move.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It's complete to the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Warhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looking for a block. It's Cobb. He's got great speed. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up. And this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Quick release by the QB. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. And the Warhawks will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. Looking to buy time. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people. But You got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He didn't. Defense took advantage of it.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
That's caught. It's Harris. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Got his man down the middle.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
The Warhawks are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies and those linebackers, those safeties come into play. And those alligator arms sometimes get a little bit short.
And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harris. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Warhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the move, it's Cobb. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Red Wolves. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got his man. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Warhawks line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return, it's Cobb. He gets a block. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
And that is is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
63, ULM 10.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The back goes in motion. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Warhawks decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Running it back, it's Cobb. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. 1st down for this offense.
Razor. Easy.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Picks up 1. Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Splits the uprights. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the... Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say.
He's got it on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
On 3rd down, going up top. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air. A 1st down for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
He'll pull it on the read. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us. And they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The give to the back. Got room at the 35. Nothing but green ahead.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, keep the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself.